What an odd collection of people. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Family Guy characters. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're examining the most entertaining, enjoyable, and/or popular characters from the animated sitcom Family Guy.
If you got time to come in, I'd love for you to meet my wife.
I got time for whatever I want, fool.
Number 10, Chris Griffin.
I'll pay you $1 a day to smell my sneakers.
The middle child in the Griffin family, Chris is dim, overweight, excitable, and naive. All traits he shares with his father. Yet Chris is not quite as maliciously stupid, and is generally nicer and more easygoing than most of his family members, which can cause him to fade into the background sometimes. Given how easily influenced he is, Chris frequently gets roped into tagging along on the adventures of others, where he often provides some great laughs. Of course, Chris has also had a number of notable storylines of his own, usually dealing with issues common among teenage boys, as well as some less common ones, like the evil monkey in his closet.
Friendship is the best thing ever.
Number 9, Cleveland Brown. One of Peter's friends and neighbors, as well as the tongue-in-cheek token black guy, Cleveland Brown is arguably one of the nicest and level-headed characters on the show, though he's not without his angry moments. Possessing a distinctive drawl and silly laugh, Cleveland often acts as the straight man among his group of friends.
Here, 130,000 for this authentic Comanche headdress. I got 130. Do I hear 135, 140? Do I hear 140? 135 going once.
Cleveland even had his own spin-off show for a little while, though its success was decidedly mixed. Even so, whether he's worrying about his foot odor or falling out of his house, Cleveland has delivered plenty of hilarious moments.
Uh-oh. Foot odor. I have to go. I have, terrible foot odor.
Number 8, Meg Griffin.
How could you be okay with Mom parading herself around like this? I mean, she's half naked. It makes all women look bad.
Meg, who let you back in the house?
The eldest Griffin child, Meg is an insecure high school girl, a mindset that's hardly helped by the fact that she's the butt of many a joke and the victim of constant bullying from basically everyone she interacts with, her family included.
Just trying to fit in.
Get out! Get out of this house! I said no!
Although bullying in real life is no joke, the sheer volume, consistency, and absurdity of the abuse she receives still manages to be kinda hilarious.
Meg's our daughter.
Plus, who doesn't love an underdog? All that being said, Meg occasionally manages to get in licks of her own, displaying a dry, bleak sense of humor, and has even been known to take her family to task for what they put her through.
Fatso, punch your baby in the face.
I did good, Meg?
Shut up.
Number 7, Joe Swanson.
My God, I can walk! It's a miracle!
Sorry, Dad.
Just get the chair.
Another of the Griffin's neighbors and a good friend of Peter's, Joe is a paraplegic cop. Despite his handicap being the source of many jokes among his friends and the show, Joe is still quite the tough guy, often acting as the group's muscle. While generally pretty level-headed and even rather sensitive, like many characters voiced by Patrick Warburton, Joe vacillates between speaking in a calm, dry monotone and over-the-top gung-ho yelling.
This is my wheelchair! There are many like it, but this one is mine!
It's a contrast that makes for some very funny comedy and a great character to boot.
There you go, Mr. Swanson. These ought to keep the rats away.
Thanks, hon. Stay in school!
Number 6, Lois Griffin.
Damn it, Peter!
Lois is Peter's nasally voiced wife and primarily a stay-at-home mother, though she does take on several jobs for brief periods. Frequently exasperated by her husband's antics and immaturity, Lois regularly acts as one of the few voices of reason whenever he does something stupid or gets himself into trouble.
You gonna go to Meg's play or not?
Yes!
You like eating red carpet, tough guy?
Yes!
However, while she is much more reasonable than Peter, she still has a dark side to her personality, often neglecting or disparaging her children, enjoying kinky sexual fetishes, and displaying a lot of suppressed rage. Whether she's trying to keep the peace or getting crazy herself, Lois is a great part of Family Guy.
Shut up and let's do it.
Number 5, Mayor Adam West.
So it's a shouting match you want, eh? Well, game on, Quahog.
Based on and voiced by the famous Batman actor of the same name, Adam West is Quahog's mayor. If his leadership is anything to judge the town by, it's no wonder things get so weird here, considering how kooky the man in charge is. Mayor West engages in a wide variety of strange and nonsensical behaviors that range from launching cats at pizza delivery men to singing a song with his own name as the only lyrics.
Adam West, Adam West, Adam West.
Mayor West's goofy oddities are among the most charming parts of the show, and a fitting legacy for the late actor.
Dr. Brown, I just killed 9 people! I have ducks on my feet.
Number 4, Glenn Quagmire. In a word, giggity.
Oh, giggity, 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 goo.
Yet another one of Peter's buddies, Quagmire works as a pilot, though he's also seemingly a full-time pervert. Quagmire's extreme enthusiasm for sex is among the most legendary in pop culture history. Despite his garrulous and sex-crazed personality, Quagmire still has other facets to his characters. He sometimes displays a softer side, has been shown to have a great singing voice, and apparently also has a strong dislike for the Griffin's dog, Brian.
From the looks of it, she likes it rough.
That's my sister, Brian. Her boyfriend has been beating her mercilessly. The last thing she'd want right now is to be objectified.
While his many kinks and even criminal acts would make him reprehensible in real life, the big-chinned, charismatic sex fiend makes for a great addition to the crazy, fictitious town of Quahog.
Giggity, 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 let's have sex.
Number 3, Peter Griffin.
You know, if I wasn't so sure you were a lesbian, I'd say you were coming on to me.
Family Guy's titular protagonist and the father of the Griffin family, Peter is an excitable man-child whose lack of intelligence and low attention span regularly drive the plot of many episodes.
You hear me, you ridiculous man? Whoa!
While he may not be the brightest crayon in the box, a half-decent father, an acceptably considerate husband, nor competent at even the most basic tasks, Peter's propensity for wacky, imaginative antics and adventures is tremendously entertaining. If not for his family and friends, then at least for us as viewers.
What are you people stupid?
It's fair to say that Family Guy wouldn't be nearly as great or as iconic as it is with any other man as its central figure.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Number 2, Brian Griffin.
You hear that?
What?
Sounds like someone's screaming.
What is it, boy? What are you trying to say?
It sounds like Loretta is screaming.
Trouble at the old mill?
What are you, insane?
Despite being the Griffin family dog, Brian is arguably one of the most intelligent and normal members of the household. Even if, as Quagmire would argue, he does come across as a bit of a poser sometimes. Able to speak, drive, sing, and pursue relationships with women, Brian is usually human in all but shape, which makes the occasions when he does act like a dog all the more funny.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Peter, you hear that?
Possessing a dry sense of humor, Brian's wit and repartee with Stewie have helped make him a fan favorite, and a close second to our number 1 choice too.
Abby, loved you in Raging Bull. Hey, Jody, how's the baby?
Before we get to our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
It's bath day for me, but I can't wash myself. Know anybody with a pair of strong young hands to help me in and out of the tub? Oh, rats!
A local family is forced out of their home by ghosts. Who are they gonna call?
Ghostbusters, Tom?
No, Diane, their insurance company. That's just stupid what you said.
Listen, I don't want to point fingers, but I'm missing about $1,000 in play money.
I take.
What? You took it?
See.
Well, give it back!
Come get, bitch.
Number 1, Stewie Griffin.
They carry blood all over my body. That's how John Mayer would say it, baddie.
Like Brian, Stewie is surprisingly intelligent, given the fact that he is an infant.
I'm asking you nicely, Brian. Stop hitting on her.
Although few people besides his canine friend can understand him, Stewie is seemingly a genius, able to construct complex devices like time machines. He does have moments when he lapses back to the level of intelligence common to children his own age, though. In keeping with his inexplicable English accent, Stewie is more refined than the rest of the Griffins, though he is not above throwing shade whenever he gets the chance.
How you coming on that novel you working on? Huh? Got a big stack of papers there?
With his clever dialogue, smarts, ambiguous sexuality, and memorable design, Stewie had to be our pick for the best character in Family Guy.
I told you I'm just into a different type of guy.
Oh yeah? I'll tell you what you're into. Being ugly.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.